Mga kabarangay, welcome to another Cornetto with House of Musa candidates. And with us today, our host, Pia and Jace.
Hello mga
kabarangay!
kabarangay!
Good morning
Good afternoon and
and
good
good evening
evening.
to everyone. We are PSTV5 Plus, your official House of Musa podcast platform. This is Pia.
And this is Jace, and we are your official hosts.
So, hello!
Hello
Hello to our
everyone!
viewers. Hello, partner. Hi,
Yes,
Jace. How are you?
I'm good.
That's
How
good to
are
hear.
you?
I am very much refreshed today that we are
Wow,
going to have another talk with our next guest
very
from
glowing.
our House of Musa
Yeah.
models. No? So,
Anyhow, no, this is our third episode for
yes,
our podcast.
exactly. This is our
How is
third.
that?
So far, I've been feeling refreshed, and most of our guests rather are very like, they've been giving us insightful messages,
Very
very refreshing
reflective.
contents, and right now we're also looking forward to have another guest who is a teacher and a
Yes.
child advocate.
You know what, partner, what I like about our podcast is that we get to learn every episode.
Exactly,
Their
different.
experiences, their struggle, their milestone. Anyhow, the last episode that we have was Miss Joanne.
Yes, Miss
Correct.
Joanna. Miss
And
Joanna.
she told us about her milestone and
Exactly.
getting out of her comfort zone.
Yeah, so right now we are again looking forward to yet another insightful interview from our model, so an advocate as well. So before anything else, no, we would like to out there, please continue liking our podcast. You can leave your messages, your insights as well. And I hope hindi po kayo nauumay sa mga mukha namin kasi yes, I'd be pleased to tell everybody that please subscribe to our YouTube channel, PSCV5 Plus. And I think that's it. We're all set. Speaking of advocates, partner, we already completed our models. So right now we have 31 models already. Yay! Congratulations
All
to
right.
now we're still looking forward to more sponsors. So if you'd like to sponsor Flores de Musa, please continue to um, reach out to the House of Musa website, as well as if you wish to purchase tickets. We have here our website, so you can check
Yes.
that website. So yun.
Yes. So Pia, what do we have today? No.
So today, partner, we
So
have a very special guest.
we have an advocate,
Exactly.
a model
A
that will
model.
embody our beautiful design in embellishment of the Musa fabric.
Yes.
And kilala natin siya because they've been featured in Musa's account.
Yes.
Correct.
So Jay.
Do you mind sharing? Do you
Of
mind
course.
introducing her?
Of course, I don't mind at all. So, Jace, without further ado, no, to formally welcome her, our guest for today is an epitome of an empowered woman. She is an educator, a child advocate, a wife, and a mother of three. She is our model advocate for Flores de Musa, ladies and gentlemen. Mga kabarangay, please help me welcome Mrs. Kelly Hancock.
A virtual round of applause, please.
Hi, Ma'am Kelly.
Hello.
We finally see you.
Yes. It's
Thank
good to
you.
see you. Right.
Ayun.
How was
It's
New
nice
Zealand?
to see you too. Yes. Good evening from my end here.
Yes,
Um,
good
uh,
evening.
yes,
And
Pu
and good
Maria and
afternoon to
Mari.
our and yes. So we are very excited to have our kurero right now, which I also learned from Kelly, no, that kurero is the Maori language for conversation. So thank you for
Yes,
that insightful that insight, Ma'am
no
Kelly.
worries.
So
Before we proceed with our conversation proper, how about you greet our audience from the Philippines, Miss
yes, kasi lahat po.
Kelly? How's a good morning, good afternoon, good evening?
Um, Naimbag nga rabi maayong gabi magandang gabi. Good evening sa inyong lahat.
Yay! So,
All right.
ayun. So, Ma'am Kelly, right now we're just gonna have like a few questions for you to start off our interview right now. So, ma'am,
Sure.
I would just how long have you been teaching?
I have been teaching now for 10 years.
Wow. And was teaching always your first choice po?
Um, no, not really. Growing up, I never dreamed to become a teacher. Alam mo yun, yung simpleng pangarap ko was to become a nurse, but not only a nurse, but something to do as a social worker as well, where I can help people in needs and people who were displaced during war or natural calamities. But my dad was dead set against that. Um, he told me that wala daw future sa mga social worker or but he was not totally against sa pagiging nurse. Only what I really wanted is yung where I can go places na makakatulong sa mga taong nahihirapan, yung mga nagiging biktima kung for example, we've got so many yung natural calamities like bagyo
Yeah.
or something like that. And also my dad was actually in the army. So nasaksihan niya yung mga pangyayari, so I can't really blame him. So
Yes.
Oh, that's so
You,
nice.
yeah.
yeah, so to please him, I studied accountancy in Liceo de Cagayan University. So yes, that's my alma mater.
All right.
Um, yes, but my heart was
Now
really not
hearing from
into
you,
it. Sorry, yeah, my heart was
you go
really
ahead.
not into
Go
it,
ahead. I'm so sorry
although
for cutting you off.
although I have huge love for numbers growing up, I can compute numbers in my brain and my dad said that being an accountant will suit me really well. But I think if you're not into it, you're not really giving your all. So what happened is when the opportunity came, I was invited to come over to New Zealand. So I didn't hesitate. I packed my bags and yun, pumunta ako
You
dito.
flew.
Yes, yes, I did. I think it's because it's a mixture of being young and adventurous pati. So you've got all that
Yes.
courage. So against my dad wishes, so I just went anyway. And first of all, when I came here, I was lucky enough to get a job to support myself. So I work in supermarket and I work my way up actually and into management role and that was good. But I think having my own children as like working in retails was not good enough for me and I've learned that watching my children grow and from infancy I can see that there's so much learning in them and I was thinking to myself that I need to do something to further my knowledge my fund of knowledge about you have that mother instinct looking after your children. I also wanted to further my my studies around that, so I decided to embark on another journey of study of becoming an early childhood teacher. And yeah, so now here I am, a passionate
That's so nice.
yeah, a passionate
What a
early
long
childhood
process.
educator, nourishing, nurturing young minds and helping them and guiding them to become confident learners. So, yeah, naging teacher ako.
With this.
All right.
Yes.
No. Hearing from what you've just said, no, you have really a heart to help other people.
Exactly. Yep. Even though you
Though you
weren't
did, yeah. You go ahead,
though even though
partner.
you weren't able to like
Pursue.
reach pursue your first
Passion.
passion,
Mhm.
but right now
Yes.
you're still helping,
Mhm.
which is
Yes.
it turned out still so well. Like look at
Yes.
you right now,
Yes.
you can just
Yes. I'm very
She's
fortunate.
helping.
Yes.
She's
yeah,
helping
Yes.
very
being.
much.
She's molding child. You
Mm,
know,
exactly.
the future of our
Ay,
country.
grabe no, yung process
Yeah.
mo po, ang taas-taas po pala, but still, it turned out super well for you. So, Kelly, no, who introduced you to Flores de Musa po?
Um, I was introduced by our very own Mrs. Universe New Zealand, Mrs. Carmelalaylo. we met in one of the Filipino gatherings here, and we became good friends. And she talked about it, and at first I was hesitant um to becoming a model and advocate until I did a little research myself and read about what Musa um is all about. And yes, I was convinced. So here I am, and one of the models and advocate for a great cause.
All right. Yeah, that's great though. And you may mentioned earlier that you were confused to be an advocate. Now, my question though is, as a teacher, so what
Yeah,
pushes you to be an advocate?
I'm sorry, as a teacher.
What pushes you to be an advocate for Flores de Musa?
Oh, okay. Well, as a
Go.
teacher, I'm a great believer that every day is learning. We learn as we grow. We never stop learning, and I think the Musa advocacy is like a great example for that. As a teacher, an early childhood teacher, we practice sustainability. Alam mo yun, yung kung saan nanggaling from scratch and stuff. Can you imagine, like, in our daily routines in our center, we're serving this humble banana to our young children to nourish their well-being, and unknowingly that's not only the good part of the tropical plant, and knowing that that waste material from that same product can be turned into something remarkable, and that's the
Yeah.
teacher of me becoming an advocate. Yes,
And I
it's
That's make
all
it.
about the
That's what
sustainability.
makes it magical. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes,
really
yes,
magical. And at the same time,
yeah
I
it's
go ahead, man.
yeah it's about sharing the knowledge, learning about it, and also through it, um, I'm sharing our own culture, and bringing it out there, showcasing them how talented we can be.
And I might just add, House of Musa also gives opportunities to people, the indigenous people of Davao, and at the
Yes,
same time,
yes.
the people
So I
in
have
the
learned.
people. So it's really nice to have this opportunity and at the same time be able to be a part of it. And
Hmm.
you're here as well. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Yeah, we're
so
giving jobs to them. That's the best part.
Yeah, and with that, how are
uh,
you going to use this platform, Kelly, the House of Musa, like to also support Jesus Christ? Oh, memory there.
yes, yes, yes. It seems that you guys froze, so I was like, oh, are you okay?
Oh, we are. But going back, I just wanna going back, ma'am. I just wanna ask, how are you going to use this platform, like the House of Musa or this Flores de Musa, coming May 27, to also promote your stand in child advocacy?
Well, yes, that's a really good question, and I must say it's an important one. Like, being doing my stand in child advocacy is a big supporter of children's learning, and from what I have learned, um, House of Musa, the workers behind this industry, they are, I believe that they are 90% of them are women in prisons, and by supporting them, I'm sure that and I'm sure that I'm supporting their livelihood as well, and those women are supporting their family as well. I'm sorry, are you still there? I felt like I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we're here.
We're
We're
just
just
giving
Yeah,
you.
I was,
listening to you.
Don't worry, we're just giving you the spotlight, ma'am. But if you're
ah,
more
oh,
comfortable with
that,
this, we can have
I
this.
thought I thought I thought you're frozen again, and I was like, oh, am I talking to myself? Okay,
So we'll just
yeah,
We're still
sorry.
in awe hearing your sentiments and
Yes,
helping the
okay.
women, giving them
Yeah,
so
job.
I Yes,
This
as
is
I have
the
learned,
challenge of being like
uh,
Mhm.
yes, as I have learned through about the Musa advocacy, the House of Musa, how they're supporting this indigenous people from Tagum Davao,
mhm.
which by the way I have been there as well. Being
Wow.
yeah, I grew up in Mindanao, so and my dad was in the army, so we've been through places. So yes, anyway, knowing that they those beautiful creations were made by this talented women, and they were actually from women prisoners. Can you imagine that? It's like ang parang ang sa atin kasi pag sinabi mong nakakulong, ang liit ng tingin sa'yo, parang wala ka ng
Yeah, parang
opportunity to
wala ng
grow.
hope.
Yes, yes, that's
Mhm.
right. And I'm pretty sure that yung ibang mga the women prisoners, they are mothers like myself, and knowing that I can support their livelihood, and and also they are supporting their family um through their creations, and through that they can actually they have the opportunities to send their children to school. Alam mo yun? That's my big part of it, and I'm a very big on it and very passionate about it, that knowing that those women in prison, they can actually give their children a better future. Yun. That's my stand in child
Yeah,
advocacy, and
that's the
also
best thing.
promoting
That's
the
the best
platform
thing.
for House of Musa. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, yes. That's
Yeah.
the very best thing about, being an advocate. We
Yes.
are helping them, giving them job, feeding.
Yes.
By giving them job, they are able to feed
Yes.
their families, and that's the best
Yes.
thing. And I'm still
And
in awe hearing all of the things that you've just
thank you.
mentioned, Miss Kelly. But yeah. But anyhow, with all the things that you've done, all the busy schedules, how do you juggle this? Aside
Um,
from the fact that you are a mother of three, so you go
yes, I
ahead.
am a very proud mother. Yes. Um, I guess
How
Three
we just
beautiful
have
yes.
children.
yes, yes, three beautiful children and a very supportive husband. So I think that's where my strength come from. But anyway, I guess nowadays sa panahon ngayon, we are all leading a busy lifestyle. But I think knowing your priorities and have a balance, that is very very important. And for me, my priority is my family, and then I have my work, and then I have my social life outside work and family, and so yes, I think. But for me, like when these House of Musa advocating there and becoming a model, when it came about, I was thinking like, oh, can I do it? Can I add that into my busy schedule? But I believe that if you are passionate about something, especially like I know that I can promote child advocacy through this as well. So I'll just make it happen. I just put my energy, effort, and my all, and that's how I juggle these things.
That is super nice to hear, Mom Kelly. It's like you're such a super mom. I mean, you're a
Oh,
mother, you're also a wife, and right now all these affiliations, I'd like to congratulate you for being a
thank
part of
you,
our Flores de Musa. And of course,
thank
we would
you.
like to know po, as a young lady myself, what is your secret of being a super mom?
Yeah. To be honest with you, and this is a secret that I'm going to share. No joke. But kidding aside, it's self love, self care. That's my advice. That's one of my secret. I believe that if you don't look after yourself, then you can't look after others, and you can't do what you're passionate about. So have believe in yourself, and look after yourself. self love and self care is very, very important. Yes.
I agree. We agree, that the first thing that
Yeah.
we really need to do is self-love. It will
Exactly.
really radiate. The
Yeah.
moment you love yourself and other people will see it,
Yes.
Mhm.
it's a
Yes.
domino effect.
Exactly.
Correct.
I
Yes.
agree.
Yes.
Anyhow, so right now, Miss Kelly. So yeah, so right now, though, we want to ask, what do you consider your greatest achievement?
Um, yes. Well, throughout life's journey, we do face different challenges, and for me, I've been through a lot, and I'm not gonna tell you all about it. But to make the story short, when I had my first child, it was a very tragic for me. It wasn't an easy birth, and so when we survived that tragedy, and when we both survived, me and my daughter, um, I didn't look into something like material success, and so what I did instead, having young children, as I promised myself that I will get a degree before I turned 40 years old. And can you imagine, ang tagal ko nang hindi nag-aral. It was like there was like an 18 years gap. And it's not like you go to school and the teacher would ask you one plus one and you know the answer is two. But it's not like that. You gotta have to write essays. Ang hirap. I mean, academic essays pati, and to imagine you can't use our language, di ba? Lahat in English or something like that. So it was, for me, it was a shock. Yes, it was a shock. And like looking after my young children, having a full-time job and doing study on top of that. So I think I believe that one of my greatest achievement is getting a degree and finishing it, and also like in education there's no age limit, it's limitless. So yes, and
That is
of
so
course
nice. That is so nice to hear.
yes, yes, and of course behind my achievement, are my greatest motivators are my children and my husband. Yes.
Yes.
Husband. Wow, that is so
Mhm.
nice.
Yes.
Thank you
Correct.
so much for extending that to us, especially a sensitive part of your journey
Yes.
of being a mother, Ma'am Kelly. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yes. Well, I hope I can
Yes.
encourage some moms out there as well that nothing is
All right.
impossible. Yes.
Okay, so what a strong woman you are. Thank you so much, Ma'am Kelly. Of course,
Thank
I
you.
think we need to liven up the situation right now.
Yes,
So
because we're getting
Yes.
emotional
we
here,
are really getting
I'm
emotional.
so sorry.
So
I
it's
didn't mean to.
it's
Yes.
okay.
it's okay.
It is
It's okay. It's our pleasure.
it is our pleasure to have this conversation with you. So at this juncture, to
Yeah.
liven up the situation, let's have a different segment,
Mm.
shall we?
Yes, this is
Okay,
a actual. This segment is entitled Fast Talk.
it
So
is
I'll
so
be asking
definitely.
you a few questions. This is just a fast talk. You'll answer the thing that will came out to your mind. Okay?
Are you familiar with Boy Abunda's Fast Talk, Mom Kelly? Do you watch Filipino TV
No,
shows?
no, I'm
No, you're
sorry. I
not.
don't. I
It's
don't.
okay. So the
I don't know what
mechanics
you
are
mean.
very simple. It's very easy. So again, the mechanics are very simple. All you have to do is like
Yeah.
choose between two options. So let's say
Yeah.
for example, I'll give you ramen or adobo. It's just something like that, and then
Okay.
instantly you give me the answer adobo, of course, because
Mhm.
it's my
Okay.
heritage or something like that. So it's all
Sure.
good.
Yes.
Okay, so my partner here, Jace, will be the one to be the game master.
Mhm.
I don't know.
So I'll be asking the question now. Without further ado, let's start.
Sure.
Yes.
So first, yes, the first question would be green or blue.
Green.
All right. The next one would be brands or eco-friendliness.
Eco-friendliness.
Uh,
Oh.
why do you think so? Why eco-friendliness? I want to know though.
the eco-friendliness instead of brands.
Yes. Mhm.
Yes, I think eco-friendliness is more like um how you say that, more like looking after our planet. That's what
It's
the
so
first
nice.
thing came into
Next, we
my
have,
mind.
which is very, very nice. Thank you so much for enlightening us also. Next, we have sustainable or fashionable, Ma'am Kelly.
Sustainable,
Sustainable. Traditional or modern?
traditional.
All
Do you
right.
want to be a queen or be an advocate?
You know the answer to that. I'd rather be an advocate than a
very
queen.
ev- very
Yeah.
evident. Be an advocate. But since you're already
But
an advocate, you are a queen at heart already.
that's
You are a
that's
queen to
what I
us,
was
young.
thinking. Like an advocate, especially when you're advocating with young children, especially with this very 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 young children. In their eyes, you are a queen.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay.
So the next one would be what excites you right now?
What excites me right now? Oh,
What ex-
there's so many things that excites me right now. For me, is
yeah.
they how do you say this? They um unexpected things. That's what excite me, and of course challenges me. Yeah,
All right.
Surprises.
Yeah. And the
you
next
may
one
call
would
that.
be what are you
You may
looking
call that.
forward to? It's okay. I can repeat it. What are you
Okay.
looking forward
What am I looking forward to? Well, I'm
to?
looking
Yeah.
forward for my children to become a better persons themselves, leading good life and making good choices. That's what I'm praying for and looking forward to. Yes.
Still a mother, still
Yes.
an
Okay.
answer from a mother's heart.
But personally, what I'm looking forward to tell you the truth, I am very, very excited about this fashion show. I mean, like, not only you're gonna be glam up, right, and dressed up, you also like walk the runway. But for me, I'll be doing that with pride, knowing that it's not only like the fashion or yung pagandahan. It's more like kung paano ka nakatulong. So that's what personally for me that's what excites me too. Apart from my children, yes.
Well, Ma'am Kelly, what about your hope? What do you hope will be the you know what do you hope will be the defining characteristic of your legacy?
Well, I think my legacy, I hope it'll carry on that someone out there that we can get a great leader to look after the children, and this shouldn't be any difference wherever they come from. They should be treated equally. Yes.
Yes. Equal treatment to all. No. So this would be the last. I'm not sure it would
Yeah.
be the last question, but because we're enjoying the
Yeah.
conversation here, so so our question would be, I mean, what would be your message? This is actually not a question, but what would be your message to a young mind like us?
Do what's in your heart. That's all I can say. Do what's in your heart, and be the best person that you can be. And don't give up on your dreams. If you got more than one thing that you'd like to do, give them a chance and follow your dreams, follow your hearts, and I'm sure you'll become successful.
Agree,
Yay!
partner,
I agree
no?
so
Very
much.
agree.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Kelly. This has been a very heartwarming korero with you. Thank you once again. And of course, before we officially end our interview right now, we are going to give you a spotlight for whatever you want to promote. May it be with Flores de Musa or anything that you are in right now. So yeah, your message as
Okay.
well. to everyone who's
Okay.
watching from the
Yeah.
Philippines, from New Zealand, and anywhere around the world. So the
Okay.
spotlight is yours.
To my fanner means family and friends. If you are watching this, I encourage you to join us on our Flores de Musa in New Zealand and support us with this great advocacy. And yes, I wish you well. Thank you.
Have it mga kabarangay, our conversation with Ma'am Kelly Hancock.
Yes.
Thank you once again. We are very much very
Elated and happy to
we are
be.
elated and happy to be with you.
I'm
Thank you so
glad.
much for gracing us with your presence
Kira,
right
Thank
now.
you,
Ngami
thank
po.
you. And once
Ngami po.
again,
That means thank you
this
very
has been
much.
Jay. Thank you. This has been Jace.
And this is Pia. Don't forget to like, share, and of course, comment your insights and your reactions from our interview, right? Our conversation right now.
All right.
I
Thank
would,
you.
of course, I would just like to remind everyone to follow our House of Musa website. And if you want to sponsor, you can contact as well from our website and purchase tickets there. So thank you so much once again. This is Pia.
Again, this has been
And
Jace.
of course, our very beautiful model of Flores de Mayo, Ma'am Kelly Hancock. Thank you guys. Bye now.
Kira.